Okay, we're going to look now at simultaneous equations with three unknowns. So GCSE, you looked at them with two unknowns, with just x's and y's. And now this year we'll have to look at three unknowns, so x, y and z. You do the questions in pretty much the same way as you did them at GCSE with two unknowns. There's just a few more steps in it. Now these questions, the layout of your work is crucial. And it's very easy to make a wee mistake as you go down through the question with a minus sign or wee easy multiplication mistake. So it's make sure that you lay your work out clearly so an examiner can see what you're doing. So here's your three equations, and I'm going to number them 1, 2 and 3. So first of all, now I'm going to eliminate z. Okay, so you can choose to eliminate whatever one you want. I'm just deciding to do z. Z is just a single z here. Your coefficient is 1, so it's easy to multiply. So I'm going to take the first equation and multiply it by 3. So I get 9x plus 6y minus 3z equals 192. And I'm going to take the second equation, and it's 2x plus y plus 3z equals 84. Now we want to get rid of the z's, so remember from GCSE, if the signs are the same you subtract, if the signs are different you add. So signs are different here, so we're going to add. So I have 11x plus 7y minus 3z plus 3z disappears, we get 0. And that equals 276. And that now is our fourth equation. Then I'm going to look at the first equation again, and this time I'm going to multiply it by 2. So we have 6x plus 4y minus 2z equals 128. And I'm going to look at the third equation, so that's 4x minus 3y plus 2z equals 80. Again, we're trying to get rid of the z's. Signs are different, so we're going to add. So I get 10x plus y with no z equals 208. And that's our fifth equation. So now we have two equations with two unknowns, and we can treat them in exactly the same way as you would have done your simultaneous equations last year. So I'm going to choose this time now to eliminate y. So our fifth equation, I'm going to multiply that by 7 to get 70x plus 7y equals 1456. And our fourth equation, I'm just going to write it as it was. We're trying to get rid of the y's. The signs are the same, so we're going to subtract. And I'm going to get 59x equals 1180, which gives us that x is 20. I've got x, I'm going to put it into I can put it into either of those equations to find y. I'm going to put it into the fifth equation because it's an easier equation. So we've got 10x, so 10 times 20, which is 200, plus y equals 208, which means y equals 8. So now we have x and y, so we can put our values into one of our original equations. I'm going to put it into the second one. So it is 2x plus y plus 3z equals 84. So putting our values in there, we have 40 plus 8 plus 3z equals 84. Bring your numbers across. We get 3z equals 36. So z equals 12. Now this is the one question you should be able to leave an exam knowing you've got it 100% correct, because we can check these answers now in one of the other equations. So we're going to check in equation 1. So equation 1 is 3x plus 2y minus z equals 64. So we have the left hand side there, 3x. Our value for x was 20, so 3 times that is 60. Our value for y was 8, so that's 16, and our value for z was 12. That gives us 64, which matches up with the original equation. So then we can summarise our answers. Again, you're keeping everything nice and clear for the examiner. X equals 20, y equals 8, and z equals 12. Okay, our second one, 4x plus 2y equals 3z equals 58, 3x plus 4y plus 5z equals 70, 2x minus y plus 4z equals 36. Again, I'm going to number them 1, 2 and 3. This time I'm going to eliminate y, and you could choose any of the letters and you'll still get, you're working out, it'll be different, but you'll still get the same answers. So I'm going to take the third equation and multiply it by 2 and put it beside the first equation. So this equation, when we multiply it by 2, we get 4x minus 2y plus 8z equals 72. And our first equation, 4x plus 2y plus 3z equals 58. We're trying to get rid of the y's, so the signs are different, so we're going to add. When we add, we get 8x, no y's, 11z equals 130, and that's our fourth equation. Then I'm going to look at the first equation again and multiply that by 2 this time. So we have 8x plus 4y plus 6z equals 116. And I'm going to put it beside the second equation, which is 3x plus 4y plus 5z equals 70. We're trying to get rid of the y, so the signs are the same, so we're going to subtract. So we have 5x, no y, 1z, and that equals 46, and that's equation 5. I'm going to then use these two equations to eliminate another letter. So I'm going to eliminate z and find x. So I'm going to eliminate z. I'm going to leave the fourth equation the way it is. And the fifth equation, I'm going to multiply it by 11. So we have 55x plus 11z equals 506. We're trying to get rid of the z's, so the signs are the same, so we're going to subtract. 8x take away 55x is minus 47x. The z's go to 0. And 130 take away 506 is minus 376. Divide that by minus 47 and we get that x is 8. Put it into one of our equations. I'm going to put it into 5. So we have 5x plus z, so we'll have 40 plus z equals 46, which means that z has to equal 6. So I'm going to, again, our first equation is 4x plus 2z plus 3y equals 58. So put the values we've got. So we have 32 plus 2y plus 18 equals 58. Solve that, we get 2y equals 8 and y is 4. Then we're going to check in the second equation, which is 3x plus 4y plus 5z equals 70. So take the left hand side and put in our values. So we have 3 times 8, which is 24. We have 4 fours, which is 16. And we have 5 sixes, which is 30. We get 70. So that matches up, so we can be fairly sure that we're right. And again, summarise your answers. X equals 8, y equals 4, z equals 6.